11. Olive oil. Consuming olive oil may help protect against respiratory conditions like asthma. Olive oil is a concentrated source of anti-inflammatory antioxidants, including polyphenols and vitamin E, which are responsible for its powerful health benefits. For example, a study that included 871 people found that those who had high olive oil intake had a reduced risk of asthma. What's more, the Mediterranean diet, which is rich in olive oil, has been shown to benefit lung function in smokers as well as people with COPD and asthma. 12. Oysters. Oysters are loaded with nutrients that are essential to lung health, including zinc, selenium, B vitamins, and copper. Studies show that people with higher blood levels of selenium and copper have greater lung function, compared with those with lower levels of these nutrients. Additionally, oysters are an excellent source of B vitamins and zinc, nutrients that are especially important for people who smoke. Smoking depletes certain B vitamins, including vitamin B12, which is concentrated in oysters. Furthermore, studies show that higher zinc intake may help protect smokers from developing COPD. 13. Yogurt. Yogurt is rich in calcium, potassium, phosphorus, and selenium. According to research, these nutrients may help boost lung function and protect against COPD risk. A study in Japanese adults found that higher intakes of calcium, phosphorus, potassium, and selenium were associated with increased lung function markers, and those with the highest calcium intake had a 35% reduced risk of COPD. 14. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are amongst the richest sources of selenium that you can eat. A single Brazil nut may contain over 150% of the recommended intake for this important nutrient, though concentrations vary significantly depending on growing conditions. Studies show that a high selenium intake may help protect against lung cancer, improve respiratory function in people with asthma, and enhance antioxidant defenses and immune function, which may help improve lung health. Because Brazil nuts are such a concentrated source of selenium, it's recommended to keep your intake to just 1 or 2 nuts per day. 15. Coffee. In addition to boosting your energy levels, your morning cup of joe may help protect your lungs. Coffee is packed with caffeine and antioxidants, which may be beneficial for lung health. Research shows that coffee intake may help improve lung function and protect against respiratory diseases. For example, caffeine acts as a vasodilator, meaning it helps open blood vessels, and it may help reduce symptoms in people with asthma, at least in the short term. Additionally, a review of 15 studies found that long-term coffee intake was associated with positive effects on lung function and a reduced risk of asthma. 16. Swiss chard. Swiss chard is a dark leafy green that's high in magnesium. Magnesium helps protect against inflammation, and it helps bronchioles, tiny airways inside your lungs, stay relaxed, preventing airway restriction. Higher magnesium intake has been associated with better lung function in a number of studies. What's more, low magnesium levels are associated with worsening symptoms in people with COPD. Additionally, many studies have linked greater intake of leafy green vegetables like Swiss chard to a reduced risk of lung cancer and COPD. 17. Barley. Barley is a nutritious whole grain that's high in fiber. High-fiber diets rich in whole grains have been shown to have a protective effect on lung function and may reduce the risk of mortality from lung-related diseases. The antioxidants found in whole grains like flavonoids and vitamin E also promote lung health and protect against cellular damage. 18. Anchovies. Anchovies are tiny fish that are packed with anti-inflammatory omega-3 fats, as well as other lung health-promoting nutrients like selenium, calcium, and iron. Eating omega-3 rich fish like anchovies may be particularly beneficial for people with inflammatory lung diseases like COPD. A 2020 study found that a higher intake of omega-3 fats was associated with reduced COPD symptoms and improved lung function. What's more, consuming an omega-3 rich diet may help reduce symptoms in people with asthma. 19. Lentils. Lentils are high in many nutrients that help support lung function, including magnesium, iron, copper, and potassium. The Mediterranean diet, which has been associated with promoting lung health, is high in legumes like lentils. Research has shown that following a Mediterranean dietary pattern can preserve lung function in people who smoke. Plus, eating fiber-rich lentils may help protect against lung cancer and COPD. 20. Cocoa. Cocoa and cacao products like dark chocolate are high in flavonoid antioxidants and contain a compound called theobromine, which helps relax the airways in the lungs. Cocoa intake has been associated with a lower risk of allergic respiratory symptoms and may help protect against lung cancer. Additionally, a study that included 55,000 people found that those with higher flavonoid consumption from foods, including chocolate products, had better lung function than people who had diets low in flavonoids. The bottom line: consuming a diet high in nutritious foods and beverages is a smart way to support and protect lung health. Coffee, dark leafy greens, fatty fish, peppers, tomatoes, olive oil, oysters, blueberries, and pumpkin are just some examples of foods and drinks that have been shown to benefit lung function. Try incorporating a few of the foods and beverages listed above into your diet to help support the health of your lungs.